Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to be doing a random collective reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. If you're in Tejas, near San Antonio, or Bernie, I do them in person. Otherwise, I do them over Zoom. So, and it's actually like me. I don't just send you a video. Anyway, uh, these are timeless, and I like to come in with a message. I actually had a really good meditation today, and that feels nice. And the message that I got, and it feels like kind of the message I always fucking have wrapped up in a different package, but it feels different. And I was receiving like, okay, so what I was visualizing, it was like it was dark and I just saw a hooded figure. And then there was wind blowing and it was chaos everywhere. And the question I heard was, what if you couldn't? And the chaos was like my life, or life in general, or your life, or our lives, whatever. And the question was, what if you couldn't control any of this? And I knew the answer before they even had to, it even had to come to me. I fucking don't. We don't. Like, we don't control any of this. But when that question was asked, it was like my heart lifted. And maybe the reason that the message comes in different ways, shapes, and forms is because we always need a reminder of this. I'm not even Italian, but I went to school to teach the deaf. And so I've done sign language, and growing up, I had a lot of Italian friends. So let's see where we go with that. We can't control any of this, as per usual. Thanks for the new info. But it feels better this time than that usually does. Like it was like it if I'm not in control, we oh what fun it is to ride or something. So if you like what you see here, please hit like and subscribe because that helps the channel out. But I'm cool with it not being that big. Kind of like it here. Eight of Swords. This is the internal card. This is victim mentality. We're stuck in our heads. That's kind of maybe how we're feeling on the inside. My desk is a little messy. The swords represent, that's air, that's our mind. What the heck? Interesting. 10 of Cups on the external. That's what we're moving towards. It's the energy that's surrounding us. I'm getting something from this. In the Eight of Swords, she has the blindfold on. This is like, we can't know the future. Let's see the future. So in this card, she has her foot in the water, and the water always represents spirituality, our emotions, it's intuition. She has a blindfold on and she's loosely bound. That's the point of the card. She's only loosely bound, but she's bound and she believes that there are swords fully encircling her. This can also be like, I got myself into a situation and I think I'm stuck, but we always proceed forward. There's always a way out. We have to think outside the box, stop playing the victim. And if she followed her intuition, like once she kind of calms down in her head, she could wriggle free and pull off the blindfold and see that she can walk out of the circle of swords. She's not surrounded. She's stuck in her head. She is stuck in her head. 10 of Cups. This is like ultimate fulfillment, unconditional love, loving family, happy endings. Tens are always kind of either looking at the long term. This to me is feeling like a gratitude card. Like, where are you being unconditionally loved? Like, recognize that. See, she's kind of trapped in here, and she can't see all the goodness that's in front of her. In the I call this the higher perspective or the God spot. What does spirit, God, the divine see, and we got the strength card. This has been coming out kind of a lot lately. The strength card in my personal like or readings one-on-one with people as well. But with the strength card, the lion had a thorn in its paw and it was acting a fool. It was doing the most, it was being mean. And she subdued it into submission with unconditional love because she understood that the lion was her and that was the only reason that it was acting out. So this is kind of like loving the lion, and people's lions might be at the forefront right now, so just like remember that comes from a place of hurt, you know. I want to clarify the Ten of Cups. And if you take your blindfold off and you see like, you know what, this over here is fucking awesome. Judgment. We are ultimately our own worst critic, you know. When we judge others, we are judging ourselves. This is like the clarion call of Archangel Gabriel. Where have you shown up? You know, where have you been in your integrity? Who's showing up for you? What is showing up for you? What is bringing you fulfillment? Can you be grateful for that? Like, I'm thinking of Judgment Day. Say you die, you go to the pearly gates, you're standing there, and it's kind of like somebody might be they might ask you like, what didn't you enjoy that you could have, you know. This makes me think of my brother. When my brother died, it was kind of like, okay, I could be really fucking depressed about that, and you know, woe is me and my life sucked and everything. However, I still have family that's like here. So would I spend my time, the remainder of my time here, being sad that he's gone, or enjoying the people that are still here before they're gone? You know, because I thought about it like this is just how I think about grief in general. It's like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't grieve, like grieving is appropriate, but eventually there comes a time where you have to kind of get back up and look at things in a different way. Like, well, who is here? Because I was like, well, what if I spend all this time being sad that my brother's gone, and then somebody else dies and then they're gone, you know what I mean? And then I'll be like, oh fuck, but they were here while he was gone. And you know, so there's something like that. It's like, how does that play into the we're not in control message anymore? We just can't control other people and what they do, and that doesn't mean that we don't take action, or you know, that we don't make movements towards things, right? But we just can't control how other people are going to respond. All we can do is control how it is that we respond. We got the star card that cover her naked body. Um, have faith and hope. We can do that. You know, we can do that. We can have faith. And the star card is, don't lose hope. You know, if there's something that if you're like, why, this is the part where it's night, but like the dawn is starting to, you know, twinkle, but it's still nighttime. Make sure she's pouring water into water and water into the earth. So like make sure you're taking care of the earth, your physical body and life, and the water, your spiritual, emotional life and body. But don't lose hope. Even though we can't control things, we can control our faith. Um, so- Go with the flow. Good card. So we got go with the flow, let things happen. Is that literally not what I was just saying? And then dreams. Believe in your dreams. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Make sure you're getting enough rest. What are, I'm going to ask what are potential obstacles? And I'm going to grab another tarot deck for that. Tower. So the tower is relying, okay, as a potential obstacle. The tower is anything with a faulty foundation coming crumbling down. So it has to do with the less attached we are to outcomes, things, people. It doesn't mean that we love them any less, but the less attached we are to them, the more natural the process of a tower crumbling will go. Like, okay, well, that was a cool tree while it was there, but then the lightning knocked it down, and I'm really glad I got to enjoy that tree. And now, there's just whatever. So potential obstacles are clinging to things, um, not like allowing them to be, not letting things flow, because then a tower card can be experienced as naturally or as like difficultly, I can't think of the right words, as we are attached to whatever it is that the tower represents in our life. So it's like hold things loosely and see when a tower falls, it can be rebuilt as well, but if it was on a faulty foundation, it needs to fall. Um, that's another potential obstacle. And then I'll do an advice card. Yeah, dwelling, dwelling, crying, anxiety, just sitting in this, the energy of like fear, worry, anxiety. Doesn't mean that there's a lot of emotions that are moving through for not only me, but YouTubers I follow. And I actually don't really follow anybody anymore, but I've been like touching base to see what's everybody else feeling. And we have a lot of stuff that's moving through, and what it is that we're learning right now. And this is kind of what I was feeling too, because I'm like, God, I have this old shit passing through. I'm crying one minute and then like, wow, I feel better the next. So that's kind of why I was looking to see what people were saying. I like Lori Ladd, I checked with, and Carrie K. I like to give them props, even though I don't follow them all the time. But there was something similar, and we're learning to let things move through us, and our emotions, energy and motion, they move through. And then, and then in front of us, we're like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm doing this thing and that thing and that thing. And those people have their energies moving through too. Ever since the solar eclipse, it's like, we're doing something. That's what I felt like. We're getting things done. Like, okay, I'm doing things. And what we're doing is we're learning to like interface with other avatars while we're processing a ton of old shit and current shit and all that. So, but the Nine of Swords, we don't want to dwell. We don't want to grab onto the emotions and hold them. and obstacles, loving unconditionally. Funny ones. And it's coming out as an obstacle because this, I think this is what we're learning. We're learning strength and resilience. We're going, oh, looking. Oh, can't believe it. Oh, really bummed. I can't find, it's the Goddess of the Moon deck I was looking for. Oh, weird. Leg up. Give others a leg up. The card I was thinking of in Goddess of the Moon was the card of resilience. And so I'll just describe it. It's like this woman is carrying a huge bundle of sticks on her back, and that builds up strength. There are times for that. That's what we're doing. We're building up resilience. So, it's like whatever it is that you're carrying on your back, if you need help, the leg up card, ask for help. If you see someone who needs help, offer help if you can. Don't give away too much. But anyway, I'm gonna look for that deck. Uh, Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day on Earth. Hang in there. Peace. Namaste.